Hi kids, how are you all? I hope you all must be fine, right? Yes. So today we are going to discuss about the class 5 science olympiad, and in the class 5 science olympiad which chapter we are going to discuss? We are going to continue the chapter that is human body. So we have already discussed some questions of this chapter. Today we are going to discuss some more questions. Okay? So are you all ready for it? Yes. So let's begin. The first question, the backbone is not a single bone. It is made up of dash bones. A 33, B 34, C 35, D 36. So here we have the question like the backbone is this not a single bone that we know, right? So it is made up of how many bones? So can anyone tell me how many bones that is made up of? Yes. So if you know the answer, you can write in the comment box. Okay. So here the correct answer is option A, 33. So our backbone that is made up of 33 small bones. Okay. Yes. So let's move to the next question. The rib cage has 12 pairs of ribs. The last two pairs are called dash. Option A, sternum. B, girdle. C, floating. D, incomplete. So the rib cage, it has 12 pairs of ribs. Okay, and the last two pairs, these are known as, yes, can you say, that is the floating bone. Okay, the rib cage 12 are the last two pairs, which are the floating bones. Next is about what does the backbone protect? So we know backbone is there, right? So it is protecting some structure inside it. So can you tell what is the structure? Option A, spinal cord. B, internal organ. C, joints. D, skull. So what will be the answer? Yes. So our backbone protects the spinal cord. Okay. So correct answer is option A, that is spinal cord. Okay, so let's move to the next question. The longest bone in our body is the option A, thigh bone, B, forearm bone, C, sternum, D, girdle bones. So the longest bone in our body, do you have any idea? Yes, which one is the longest bone? So the longest bone, that is the thigh bone. Okay, so correct answer is option A, that is the thigh bone. So, coming to the next question. After an accident, a person lost his speech and memory. Which part of his brain was affected? Option A, medulla. B, cerebrum. C, cerebellum. D, brainstem. So, some person he has met with an accident, okay, and the person lost his speech and memory. So, which part of the brain was affected? Which part of the brain was affected? That means which part of the brain that is responsible for the speech and memory. Okay, so can you all answer? Yes. So correct answer is option B, that is cerebrum, right? Yes. So coming to the next question, which organ helps us to keep our body balanced? A, eyes. B, nose. C, lips or and teeth, that we can see the mouth. D, ear. So can you say which organ helps us to keep our body balanced? Yes, any idea? So the correct answer is option D, that is the ear. So ear is the organ that helps us to keep the body balanced. Okay. Next question. Ravi accidentally touched a hot metal and spontaneously withdrew his hand from the metal. Why did he react spontaneously? Option A, due to the attraction of the metal. B, due to the repulsion of the metal. C, due to reflex action. D, due to heaviness and brightness of the metal. Okay, so Ravi accidentally touched a hot metal. Okay, touched a hot metal and spontaneously withdraw his hand from the metal. So it must have happened with you, right? Means suppose there is a hot body and you touched that hot body by mistake. Then what will you do? Automatically, unknowingly, you just remove your hand from that body, right? Yes. So why it is happening? Do you have any idea? Yes. If you know the answer, you can write in the chat box. Okay. So here the correct answer is option C. due to the reflex action. So if something happens that that is means it is a hot metal, right? We touch a hot metal. So here what is happening? It is hot and it is not good for our that body part, right? So it needs to be removed faster. So these things are done by the reflex action. Okay. Next, which type of stimulus is not generally detected by our skin? Option A, heat, B, cold, C, pain, D, light. So the question is, which type of stimulus is not generally detected by our skin? So our skin that you just imagine, can you detect heat? Which one is hot? If a hot body, your skin is coming in contact with a hot body, so we can detect it, right? Yes. And what about the cold body? You can feel the cold when you hold a piece of ice. Yes. Okay. Can you feel the pain? Yes, we can feel the pain, right? And what about the light? If light falls on your skin, can you feel it? No? Yes. That's why correct answer is option D, that is the light. Next, which of these parts are part of nervous system? A, that is nerve cell or neuron. B, that is vertebral column. C, brain. D, all of these. So which of these are part of the nervous system? Yes. So all of these are coming under the part of the nervous system. So nerve cell or neuron, that is there, brain is there, and the vertebral column, it is containing the spinal cord, right? So correct answer is option D. Next, a man is not able to lift his hand. Which type of joint is not working properly? A, hinge joint. B, ball and socket joint. C, pivot joint. D, gliding joint. So, a man is not able to lift his hand. Which type of joint is not working properly? That means it is indirectly asking us that which type of joint is present in the hand. Okay. So can you answer which type of joint is present in the hand? It is the hinge joint. So correct answer is option A, hinge joint. Okay. Yes. Next. In humans, deficiency of which of the following vitamins shows the symptom given below? The bone becomes soft and bent. A, vitamin C. B, vitamin D. C, vitamin A. D, vitamin B. So in humans, the deficiency of which of the following vitamins? Uh, for that the bone becomes soft and bent. So bone becomes soft and bent, right? So you have idea that which vitamin is responsible for the strength of the bone? Yes, that is the vitamin D. So correct answer is option B, vitamin D. Okay, next one. Which of the following diseases are waterborne? A, typhoid and malaria. B, cholera and smallpox. C, amoebic dysentery and malaria. D, diarrhea and jaundice. So, which of the following diseases are waterborne diseases? You have the idea, right? Which are the waterborne diseases? So, among them, here, diarrhea and jaundice, these are the waterborne diseases. Okay? Next one. How does vaccine help us? Option A, develops resistance against a disease. B, can control every disease. C, kill all the disease causing organism in that area. D, involves the use of antibodies. So how does vaccine help us? So you must have heard about the word vaccine, right? In corona it is very common. Yes, okay. So can you tell me what is the means why, how the vaccine help us? Yes. So it develop resistance against the disease. Okay. So option A is the correct answer. Next one. Which of the following can occur due to the entry of germs through cut skin? Option A, whooping cough. B, tetanus. C, jaundice. D, dysentery. So which of the following can occur due to the entry of germs through cut skin? Do you have any idea? If you have a cut skin, then germ can enter into it, right? So, which disease may occur? Yes, if you know the answer, you can write in the comment box. So, the correct answer is option B, that is the tetanus, right? Yes. Next, The best reason for including protein in a heavy diet is because it is the main source of option A, energy for the body, B, fiber for digestion, C, raw material for cell growth and repair, D, vitamins for fighting diseases. So, the best reason for including proteins in heavy diet because it is the main source of. Can you tell me why protein is important for our body? Yes. What is its function? The function is for that is the cell growth and the repair. That's why correct answer is option C, raw material for cell growth and repair. Okay. Yes. So this much for today's video. Let's meet you in the next video, right? With some much more amazing questions. Till then, read mindfully, okay? And bye bye. Meet you soon. Bye bye.